lovely little outcasts, and welcome to Detect and Diagnose. Today we are playing this lovely game that I had just gotten, and it is awesome. Look at this. And I had tried to talk to this guy, so this is who we need to talk to. So, great. Wait, are you the new medical student? Yes. Excellent. Can you follow the signs to the cancer department? Dr. Ferguson is waiting there for you. If you get lost in the hospital, there are also maps on the walls. Thanks. You can actually talk to people. Oh gosh. Okay. In this game, you could talk to people, and it's basically detecting cancer and diagnosing and all that stuff. So, cancer department. Cancer department. Awesome. Oh, hi there. I've been waiting for you. Nice to meet you. You too. My job in the hospital is being in charge of the cancer department. Before you get started, let me explain a little bit about cancer. Our bodies are made up of tiny cells like building blocks. Usually these cells know when to grow and when to stop growing. Cancer is an illness that happens when some cells in the body start to grow and keep growing and don't do what they should. There are different types of cancer because it can happen anywhere in the body. For example, if it happens in the blood, it's called leukemia. If it happens in the lungs, it's called lung cancer. Medical staff work really hard to find the best ways to treat cancer, and many people get better with the right care. Your first task today is to research a little more about the different types of cancer. Go to the ward behind me and learn about the different cancers. Come back after you and tell me what you've learned. Oh gosh. They just locked me in. This patient has a cancer in their lungs. Your lungs allow you to breathe. Lung cancer is commonly caused by smoking, however, it can happen to anyone, even if they don't smoke. Oh. This patient has skin cancer known as melanoma. This happens when the skin cells grow too much and become unhealthy. Wearing sun cream, hats, and staying in the shade are ways to protect your skin. Do you wear sun cream? Yes. Sun cream is like armor for your skin, and everyone needs it. It keeps you safe from sunburn and protects your skin while you play outside. Just remember to put it on before heading out, even if it's cloudy. Don't forget to reapply it so you stay protected. Thanks. This patient has breast cancer. Oh gosh, this hits home to me. I have BRCA2 gene, and I have to remove mine by the time I'm 25, and then my ovaries by the time I'm 30. Breast cancer is the most common cancer type in the world. It often appears as a lump, which can be felt and shouldn't be there. It's important to get regular checkups. Yes, it is. Welcome back. Can you remember what you learned? Yes. Okay, first question. Do you have to smoke to get lung cancer? No. Anyone can get lung cancer. Which cancer is the most common? Just kidding. Okay. I think it was breast. Okay. It is breast. Correct. Breast cancer is the most common cancer. Next question. What helps protect you from getting skin cancer? Sunscreen. Correct. Well done. You got all my questions right. You are paying good attention. Are you ready for your next task? Can you take a patient to the medical imaging department? He's called Peter and needs a CT scan. Will do. Peter is on the ward and uses a wheelchair. Follow the signs for medical imaging and speak with the reception desk when you get there. Imaging department. How can I help you? Oh, is that the patient going in for scan? What's his name? Peter. Ah, yes. Peter's scheduled in CT scanner room 1. Can you take Peter there to meet the radiologist? Thanks for bringing in Peter. Head through the doorway on the right to speak to the radiologist. Welcome to medical imaging. Dr. Ferguson told me to expect you. I am Dr. Lowry, and I am a radiologist. It's nice to meet you. This is where we use machines to look inside the human body. That is so cool. I agree. We use different machines for different things. You've probably heard of an X-ray machine, which is used to see things like broken bones. Have you ever had an X-ray done before? Yes, I have. This one is a CT scanner, which is a more advanced version of an X-ray. It takes hundreds of X-ray scans to make a full 3D picture of an area in your body. For example, the lungs. Here's a presentation about the lungs and body and work. We all have a body with skin and organs. These help our body function. Underneath our skin is where all our organs are located. Our skin helps keep them safe. Here we have the lungs. These help us to breathe, of course. They expand to help us breathe in oxygen into the blood and contract to breathe out carbon dioxide. This is a CT scanner of the body. It takes hundreds of individual images of our body. These are then put together to make a 3D image of the inside of our body. Doctors use this 3D image to identify any problems. I hope that all makes sense. Would you like to see the presentation again? Or are you ready to get started looking at some CT scans? Get started. Welcome to the CT viewer. Here we can flip through the many pictures a CT scanner takes. This helps us to see if anything is wrong with the lungs. The pictures are taken in black and white and are from a top-down angle, like you're looking through the top of the head into the body. Let's explain what you see here. This highlighted section is the walls of the lungs. This is the empty space inside the lungs. This is where air goes when you breathe. This is the heart in the middle. It may look strange from this angle, but it's not a tumor and it is meant to be there. This is a tumor. A small blob usually growing on the edges of the lung wall. That's what we're looking for. Now it's your turn. I'm going to give you the tools you will need to identify the tumor in the scans and teach you how to use them. You are currently on the second layer of the scan. Try and press the backward button to go back to the first layer. This is usually S on the keyboard. Very good. Try and go forward to the second layer. This is usually W on the keyboard. Well done. Now you have the tumor selector tool. You will use this to point to where you think the tumor is. In a moment, you can use it to select any tumor you find. Finally, this is the help tool. Use this if you get stuck. Now go see if you can find a tumor, move up and down through the layers, and try to find a tumor within either the lung. Well done. It's time to try the real thing. I've got 3 patient CT scans for you to review. See if you can find any tumors in them by moving through the layers. You've done a great job. That looks like a tumor to me. Why don't you try practicing again? I know I didn't talk much during this, and I do apologize, but I was just looking through to find the tumors and just kind of skipping on right through it. So I will just get to the end where we moved on to the next segment. To be certain, we will need to collect a sample of the tumor. Thanks for all your help finding the tumor. Here are the results from the scan. Ring ring, answer. How have you got on with the CT scanner result? Have you finished scans yet? Yes. Excellent. Can you come and meet us in consultation room 3? On my way. Welcome back. I hope you found your visit to the medical imaging department interesting so far. Now you're back. Come with me for the consultation with Peter. To Peter. So we've looked over the results from your CT scan. Unfortunately, it looks like there is a small tumor in your lungs. This might be early lung cancer, so we need to get that checked. To Peter. To check if it is cancer, we need to take a sample from your lungs and send this to the lab. This is called a biopsy. It looks pretty small though, so that's good that we caught it at an early stage. Let me call the nurse to help you get ready for the biopsy. Thanks, Dr. Fergan, for letting me know. Hey. What about me? You heard me mention the word biopsy to Peter. Biopsy is where we collect cells from the body to test them for cancer. This type of biopsy is called a bronchoscopy. We sometimes call this a lung biopsy. That's so much easier, bro. I have a speech impediment. I'm probably not even saying biopsy correctly. Yes, I think it would be great for you to help me complete the biopsy. First, we need to show you how to do it. Head to the computer simulation room next door. Okay, so computer simulation room right here. Hi there, before you complete a real biopsy, you will need to practice using the simulator. Once you're ready to start training, walk into the simulation box. Okay. You should now be able to see the biopsy scope camera feed into the lung. Try to find the potential cancerous tumor and use the extractor to collect it. Look out for any blood. This can be a clue as to where the tumor is. Okay. Oh gosh. I hate this. 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 This is gross. Okay. This is gross. Okay. I was breaking it. Head to the operating theater and speak with the nurse on the reception. You will be given some scrubs, which are special clothes for operations. Where am I heading to? To the operating theaters. Scrubs? Oh yes, I have scrubs for you to put on. Don't forget to wash your hands before going to operating theater 1, or you won't be allowed in. How do I look? Be honest. Be honest, guys. How do I look? Okay. Okay. Before we start, let's talk about what we're going to do in the procedure. We're going to send a special probe into Peter's lungs. It has a camera and a grabber to try and collect any cancer cells. When the camera is in the lungs, we may see a bit of blood and it might be a bit dark. This may lead to the tumor, so we should follow it. We might also come across any boogies, which you will have to, we might also come across some boogies, which you will have to work around. Let's get started. Is that what happened? You should now be able to see the biopsy scope camera feed into the lung. Try to find the potential cancerous tumor and use the extractor to collect it. Look out for any blood. This could be a clue as to where the tumor is. Ugh. There's 2 paths. Okay. You did such a good job looking at the potential cancerous lump in the lungs. That is the biopsy done now. Thanks for your help. After you've taken off your scrubs, bring the sample you've just collected to the pathology lab so we can carry out tests for lung cancer. Pathology department. Hi there, are you the medical student who helped with the biopsy? Have you got the sample with you? Here you go. Great, before we can look at the sampler under a microscope, it needs a special preparation process. Let's go through how this process works. Sounds good. First, we need to add a few chemicals to the sample. These chemicals are diethanol and xylene. This will help us to see the cancer cells under the microscope. These chemicals need to be added in a specific order. Diethanol, xylene. Head over to the tissue processor behind me and dispense the chemicals onto the sample in the correct order. Well done for her item in the correct order. You should have received the sample from the tissue processor. Place this in the tissue module beside the machine. Good job. Now that all required solutions are on the sample, we need to add wax. The wax allows us to cut the sample extremely thinly so we can look at it under a microscope. Head to the wax dispenser on the right and collect some wax. The wax will be poured into the mold and then we will add the tissue sample. But be careful, the wax that comes out of the machine will be very hot. You need to wait until it is cooled down before pouring it. The temperature of the wax must be between 50 C and 60 C or else it may damage the sample. We need to cool the sample down before we can cut it. Bring the wax mold and place it on the ice tray in the corner. Should cool down very quickly. Now we got the sample cut to the right thickness and on a glass slide. We can place it under the microscope to be examined. We're currently looking down the microscope. This magnifies the cells on the slide we just created by over 100 times. This lets us see a world that is usually completely invisible to our eyes. When looking at these slides, pathologists look for three main symptoms that could show whether or not the patient has lung cancer. They are mitosis, necrosis, cell morphology. Today we will be focusing on just necrosis. I will explain what this is and what it looks like. But first, let's have a look at a microscope slide of a healthy person. We're now going to give you a diagnosis tool. Have a closer look at this slide. When you're ready, use the tool to mark this slide as healthy. Necrosis takes place when there are so many cells in the body there's enough resources like oxygen to go around. This causes the cells to start to die. Okay, so the marker has to be at the right spot. There are cancerous cells present in the sample, but they haven't spread much yet. Take these results back to Dr. Harrison. Hi, you're back. Do you have the results? Yes, here. Perfect, thank you. Yes, it looks like we were right. The biopsy sample did show small cancerous tumor. But don't worry, I think this is something we should be able to remove easily enough so Peter should recover perfectly fine after some treatment. Let's speak with Peter to let him know the outcome. Let's book an appointment for you next week to come in and discuss different treatment options. I'm glad I came in to get this checked up, thanks. And that's the process of finding lung cancer. The process can be a little different depending on which type of cancer we're looking for. But usually we notice something on a scan result, then do a biopsy, and finally the team in pathology analyze it. So now you have a full day in the hospital. Let's check what you learned. First question, what is the name of the machine that creates 3D scan of the body, CT scanner? What is the job title of a person that works with the CT scanner? Radiologist. When large is their size, we call this necrosis. Looks like you're really listening throughout today. Now that looks like that's us finished for today. Not a bad first day, I hope. I'm going to take you back to the receptionist and you're welcome to play again. Just speak with the receptionist. That was the first day of Detect and Diagnose. I hope you guys enjoy and let me know if you want me to play the second episode for you guys. And we can continue this as a series. So make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.